we're all set and ready to go. Rock and roll, baby. All right. You all set to get this done, taken care of?
Yes, I am.
All right. So I see you got the old natural beard going on there. Yeah. I guess the age hasn't creeped up on you as quickly as it creeped up on me yet.
I'm trying to grow it out more, though.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to get that Samson Goliath look. Welcome back to Indie Film Screen. I'm Jerome Lee Brown, and I'm here with my good friend
Stefan J. Davis.
All right, really great footage for you today, Stefan. We have here Running Through Darkness, which is a filmmaker, interesting film. We're going to check it out, let them know about what we think, and give them some pointers on it, and you'll say your bit, and I'll say my bit. Every short film is about, what, 2 minutes, I think it is, something like that?
No, it's an hour and 40 minutes.
Huh?
This was a feature length minutes. The trailer was 2 minutes. So.
Oh, well, yeah, the trailer. We're looking at the trailer, we're looking at the footage, the actual film.
Well,
we're looking at the actual trailer then.
Yeah, the whole thing was.
Because I'm looking at my time clock here, it says 2 minutes. This is
the trailer.
This is the trailer we're looking at. All right, then. All right, on the show.
No, I did watch the whole film.
Oh, okay. This particular film here.
You know, Running Through Darkness. I wouldn't recommend Running Through Darkness because, of course, you could trip, fall, hurt yourself. But it was a great title, and I think it was really, really well done. Actually, it was a nice film, nice feature film. There was some stuff in there that was really well done. One thing I would say is that the acting, I like the performance. They had some supporting people in there throughout that I didn't really. They didn't quite have the acting chops that they maybe would have been nice to have a little more acting chops, but they did okay though. I thought the lighting was pretty good.
Yeah,
they took the time with some good shots and stuff. Film was good. Only thing, the plot wasn't bad actually. Like it had some action, kind of kept you going and kept you intrigued and then watching. I think my only downside I would say was that I was just, and I might see my own brain. I'm like that kind of little bit of a twist or something that jumps out to me towards the end.
Yeah.
And I didn't really get that so much. But it still was good though. And not every film has to have like this Sixth Sense type of ending.
What are you thinking, Mama? You think I'm a freak?
You know, I don't know if I was looking for that or something, but it just felt like it was very straightforward, and I was thinking maybe there might be some more twist in there.
Yeah, I agree with you with the acting. The acting was pretty good. The film itself was pretty interesting. You know, there were some spots in there that I thought that could have at least been improved. Also dragging on some of the scenes where I thought the camera stayed a little longer on some of the acting part. Actors looked like they were done talking, but the editing part came in a little too late on some of the scenes that I saw. But I think you're right about the lighting. It was excellent lighting. Sometimes those setting up a shot for lighting indoors and outdoors can be a problem. You get reflections, you get glares, you get reflection of glass, windows, glasses. We get that all the time when we try to set up our lighting in a smart area. So I think the lighting was really good that they did. I like the close-up shots in the car. Did a lot of shots on the car. I thought it was pretty decent with the camera editing, going back and forth with the editing of the actors talking. You do that too much on independent film. They always start on, just set it on one person and then move the camera back and forth instead of actually using 2 or 3 different cameras with the editing going back and forth. It indicated to me that there was a lot of editing going on with this. They probably you could do it with one camera. One camera can be done.
You could.
But there's a lot of stopping and going. So whether they use one camera or 2 cameras, I'm not sure. But if they use one camera, it was very creative on the editing part because you have to stop and do it all over again, stop and do it all over again when you're using one camera. But everything else turned out pretty decent. I like the Running Through Darkness. It was a very interesting film. Now, I thought it was a short film because I only looked at the trailer. Keep in mind, we look at a lot of films, so I do apologize for that. It is a full feature film, and hopefully we'll get a chance to see the full feature film when it's available to us to see.
Now, when I watched the film, the credits at the end, I did see a second unit, so I'm not sure. I mean, I just saw one DP. They might only have one camera, possibly. Like you said, it can definitely be done with one camera.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of reversals and and blocking and all that kind of stuff. But it can definitely be done. Just takes a little longer. I've been there before making films with one camera and making sure you set the shots up and things. Two, I forgot to mention that the other thing that was not the best, but still I thought they did a good job, was with the fight choreography. There were scenes in there that was like, he's kind of stretching some reach there.
When he threw him up against the wall?
All kinds of stuff like that, yeah.
Yeah.
So some of the fights, there was several different kind of fights that took place in some pretty dramatic situations. And so they felt a little like not perfect, but at the same time, budget constraints and things. I think I saw in the credits that they did have a choreographer for some of the stuff. But you know, it's still, it just takes so much time. You need the right people, the right stunt folks, the right everything. Really, it's so much that goes into these fight choreographies, and I can't say that I could do it any better because I think they did a great job.
Yeah.
It's just that, you know, on the Hollywood level, obviously it just wasn't quite there. But Hollywood also has $20 million, you know, to work with and stuff, just for those scenes type of thing. So. So I think, you know, keeping that in consideration, that maybe the budget's not quite as high as some of these other, you know, Transformer, blockbuster, Marvel movies, something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Then I would say it was done and really executed.
Yeah, I thought the film was pretty decent too for what little we saw of it. It's just all a matter of how they put it together on a big picture. Maybe they sent us some of the best clips they have. We don't know. But I would definitely like to see the longer version of this film.
They did send us the whole film, by the way.
No, they did?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like the whole film, he sent us a link on the Vimeo with the password. You click it and watch the whole film.
I did not know that. This is all I've been seeing. So you've been hoarding out on the films on me.
I said it in the message. I was like, they said this is a whole feature-length film and stuff. You know, it's pretty long, but I watched the whole thing. It's like we were trying to communicate back and forth. But I know we got millions of films we watching all the time. We got assistants that aren't telling us, you know, secretaries slacking. So I mean, yeah, it happens. You know, it slipped through the cracks that the information didn't come to you properly.
It's a big crack.
You're so probably, you know, the assistant to the assistant probably didn't tell you that this was the link for the full film.
He's fired.
So you gotta get fired. You gotta get fired. You know, I mean, you gotta.
Yeah, I think you
did
did mention something about that. I just didn't relate this one's. I didn't relate this film with what you was telling me. So we do get, you know, film codes all the time. So I didn't think you were talking about this particular film, but yeah, you did tell me about there was a film that needed to be coded. Yeah. So I guess I retracted what I said and get the code and put it in there and check it out. Oh, before we get out of here with that, anything else you have to add for this film?
I think that's it. We'll make sure we fire your assistant to the assistant. It might have been the assistant to the assistant that actually messed up on that one.
Yeah,
so we'll fire that person. The film was good. I mean, definitely. I think that they really come up with a nice little piece of work here. I think that you know, from beginning to end, they really intrigued you. Really like how they started out, because it's one of those things like, what's going on here and things. So I don't want to give too much away with how the beginning started out, but you know, I'll say that it started out well, where you're intrigued and you want to find out like what happened. I want to know more. Yeah. And it built up on the suspense and things. Did a really good job of doing that. And then had the ending was straightforward ending, so it was a good film.
Well, great. Everything turned out pretty good with this film. I'm pretty impressed with the way it turned out, and I hope everything works out great for these guys. And we'll definitely keep you in contact with our response on our Facebook page. Also, sign up for our YouTube channel, and you'll be able to see what the viewers have to say about the film too as well.
Absolutely, yep. So, thanks for watching, and look forward to our next film coming out for you.
All right, take care, folks.
I think we'll be all right.
Oh shit!
Go ahead. As soon as
just
we're ready
lost
to roll,
all the video stuff
crash.
lined up.
No. Yep.
You want to kick this off? Let me kick it off. I kick it off, no problem.
Sure.
I am Jerome Lee Brown, and with my
co-host.
I wasn't going to say co-host. You said co-host.
You was going to say what, superstar?
I was just going to say a host, but it came out as scared to say co-host, but no,
I am
not co-host.
though.
Let's just start all over again. Starting over again. Welcome back to Indie Film Screenings. I'm Jerome Lee Brown, and with my side partner here.
You say side partner? No, what is that? What is a side partner?
I don't get a break for nothing. We can start back over again.
No, side partner's good.